Ma Ji looked indifferent, bowing his head slightly, watching carefully, seeming relaxed, but actually nervous inside.
Hey there.
What's up with you?
The Guangri slammed the letter onto the table and stood up quickly, asking, "Do you two know how Lin Yun managed to sell perfume to the high officials, wealthy families in the city?" Lin Yun had mentioned to him before about selling perfume, and at the celebration banquet, he even gave out sample bottles to the officials present. At that time, Kagwangri didn't pay much attention. He thought a small bottle of perfume wasn't worth much. But now, looking at the intelligence in the letter, he saw that a tiny bottle of perfume, about the size of a thumb, could sell for a sky-high price of 30 taels of silver, and 100 bottles had been sold. In other words, one-third of the high officials' families in Yuqing had purchased this perfume. Chang Yufeng chuckled softly. "My lord, there's no need to get so angry. Lin Yun is just trying to make quick money through speculation. He doesn't belong to the noble class. Besides, in our Danyan divine dynasty, society is divided into four classes: scholars, farmers, artisans, and merchants. Since Lin Yun lowered himself to be a merchant, let him be." Kugwangri snorted coldly and said worriedly, "If he doesn't have such big ambitions, I wouldn't be concerned. But I fear he's using the guise of business to secretly form alliances, with perfume as a lure. That's a serious threat." His words showed he was sharp enough to see deeper issues. Chang Yufeng's smile froze, and he frowned secretly. At this moment, Ma Ji, who had been silent, cupped his fists and said, "My lord, Lin Yun's ambitions have long been exposed. As the saying goes, open threats are easy to see, but hidden dangers are hard to guard against. If everything is transparent, it shows Lin Yun has no intention to hide. Since he'd been watching him closely, where's the threat? He had to speak well of Lin Yun because he was the one who started all this. If the perfume business failed, it would be like digging his own grave. Ma Ji wouldn't do such a foolish thing, especially since he hadn't earned enough silver yet." Chang Yufeng nodded and said, "Master Ma is right. Sir, Lin Yun is a talented person. We must win him over. Even if we need to suppress him, it should not be now. Don't forget, we have already agreed with the Imperial Inspector to visit Niobei Village for inspection. We also need Niobei Village to send grain to help with the disaster. Such a big matter requires good relationships. Sir, do not lose sight of the big picture by focusing on small gains." Although Chang Yufeng was often indecisive, he still leaned more toward following Chiu Wangri. Chiu was also quite capable, both literary and martial and strategic. But compared to his father, he was still not experienced enough. Unless absolutely necessary, Chang Yufeng would never make a final choice. So, over the years, he followed a moderate approach.
St.
He
John,
continued,
come in.
"Also, sir,
This is Corporal
do
St.
not
John.
be
What's up,
Pick the
Captain?
buck.
I need you to head back to command. Stat. Meet me at the infirmary.
The infirmary. What's wrong?
There's been an incident.
I'm on my way.
Also, sir,
What the
do
hell?
not be angry.
Lieutenant
Lincoln
Whitaker,
suddenly
are you
bypassed
there?
himself perfume in Yuchi, probably because he was
Sarah?
upset about the last
Come in.
inspection.
Sarah?
The young master is really untrustworthy.
Oh, God damn it.
And Lin Yun agreed to give silver, but it was all deducted. Anyone would feel uncomfortable. Hearing this, Chilguang Wu's gloomy face gradually brightened, and he smiled. "That makes
This is
sense.
Radio Free
Good.
Oregon.
You
The
are right.
truth shall
I
set
was
you
too
free.
cautious."
Before this shit went down, you talked about global conspiracy. Most would have.
No one would.
I hope this is high
But
enough.
seeing Chilguang
Boozer.
Wu, they both
It's
secretly
Deacon.
believed
Come
his
back.
science. At this moment,
Lost Lake
Chilguang
Camp. Is
Wu
anyone
said
there?
furiously,
Deke?
"Master Ma, your
Deke, is
servant
that
is
you?
here." Ma
I
Ji
can barely hear you.
immediately
You're
stepped
cutting
forward.
out. Where the hell are you?
Guess what order
Crater
Chilguang Wu
Lake,
was about?
believe it or not.
Go to the warehouse
Hey,
and bring back
I
30,000 taels of
It's
silver
good to
to
hear from you
return to
again,
Lin.
brother.
Although Ma Ji
Thought
was
maybe,
secretly happy,
thought
he
maybe
still
you were
needed
heading
to do
back.
his part properly.
no,
He
Boozer,
frowned and
not
said,
yet. It's,
"Sir,
it's
is 30,000 taels
complicated.
too much?
Look,
I think
I'm
giving
just,
Lin Yun 10,000 taels is
I'm just sort of
already
checking
generous."
in,
He had to say
see
this.
how,
Ma Ji
how
knew
everything's
Chilguang Wu
going.
was very
Good,
cautious.
good,
His
Deke.
sound was
Things are going
kind
good.
and
You'll
voice.
never guess who the old man put in charge of security.
Naturally,
Wait,
Chilguang Wu was
you?
not stupid.
Yeah, you
Lin
got
Yun
it.
secretly
Guess he
sell
figured,
perfume
with only one arm,
because
it
he
can
had
only
health
cause half as
conditions.
much trouble.
Without support, it would be
Okay,
impossible.
yeah, like I
But
said,
some
I
things
just
should not be
wanted to
said
check in.
too openly,
Yeah, it was good to
or it
hear
could
from you,
cause
brother.
trouble later. Moreover, Chilguang Wu
Yeah,
dared
you
not
too.
really confront his subordinates. The Imperial Inspector was still staying in his Yuchi residence, and he could not afford any trouble. Chilguang Ri smiled slightly, walked around his desk, patted Ma Ji on the shoulder, and said, Master Ma is truly a good steward. But the money spent must not be saved, as Master Chong said. Lin Yun still cannot afford to offend everyone. Moreover, the silver was originally his rightful property. Ma Ji continued to ask, Sir, when the eldest son handed over the silver earlier, didn't he repeatedly instruct that it should not be returned to Lin Yun? That rebellious son is daring beyond measure. I won't forgive him. Just follow my orders. You don't need to worry about the eldest son's side. With these words from Kawangri, Ma Ji finally relaxed with a bow, saying, I accept the order. Also, these 30,000 taels of silver are not easy. Go tell Lin Yun that if he wants to make money in the future, he must pay taxes. I won't mind the 3,000 taels he earned from selling 100 bottles of perfume before. But if he continues to act recklessly, don't blame me for not showing mercy. Ma Ji clasped his fist and said, Rest assured, sir, I will handle this matter. After speaking, he turned and left. After sending Ma Ji away, Chang Yufeng smiled and said, Sir, our best approach with Lin Yun is to combine kindness with strength. Why? Do I need to humble myself, beg him not to
Nothing like scrap.
but Guangli believed he had already been very kind to Lin Yun. If it were anyone else, not only would they not give him 30,000 taels, but they might even take his life. In a radius of 1,000 miles around Yicheng, everyone knew that Kugwangri was notoriously ruthless. Does the sir still want him to do things? Well, Master Chong, what do you mean? Kugwangri, though angry inside, brightened up. He was simple-minded, but understood reason well, knowing that honest advice, even if harsh, was good for progress. Sir, don't get angry just yet. Lin Yun already controls a firearm like the bamboo tube gun, which can change the game. That makes him a significant figure. We shouldn't provoke him in the short term, and he has great value for us. But this time is different. He managed to turn the barren land of Nobai village into a major grain producer. That's no small feat. Also, I heard that this year, the entire Hongyang County is suffering from drought and little rain, which has lowered grain production. Meanwhile, Nobai Mountain has had several heavy has widened between Nobai village and other villages.
Good.
Today, whoever has grain is the boss. Although Chang Yufeng had never met Lin Yun, he already saw through all his cards. Kugwangri nodded seriously and said, Yes. Who would have thought this kid is so capable, making Nobai village weather the drought? It's truly extraordinary. Sir, what I've just said isn't even the main point. Imagine, this young
Corporal
man
St.
has
John,
powerful
open
weapons
up.
to win battles. He can produce his own food. If someone says he has no ambition,
Corporal Fancy
nobody
Pants.
will. Therefore, I think this Lin Yun probably has a plan. Chang Yufeng speaks carefully, and listening to him
Corporal St.
makes
John,
Chief Wang
I've got an
feel
important
nervous.
assignment for you.
Oh, could this young man be planning to attack me? Oh, Chang Yufeng laughs loudly and says, Didn't the Lord already investigate Lin Yun's affairs in the Lin family? The answer is clear. I believe this young man probably wants to take revenge on the Lin family. What? Revenge on the prince? That's impossible, Chief Wangri says in disbelief. Nothing is impossible. Don't forget, last year, the court was very focused on reducing the power of the princes, and several officials from the Imperial Academy were lost their lives. Although it was not resolved, the Emperor definitely saw the danger the princes posed to the current court. So, this time, the court sent envoys without informing the Lin family, showing up there. They went straight to House City, and you said, what does that mean?
Fucker. Gotcha! Yeah, I got a little bleeding, but that's okay.
Boldness, understanding, and code. What exactly does Master Chong want to say? You're confusing me with all these different ideas. I only want to say this. We should build good relations with Lincoln early. Even if we do nothing, we must not offend him. When the day comes that Lincoln becomes his brother, we can take advantage of the situation and make a final choice. The side that benefits us most. Sheik Guanyu is very happy. Good. Master Chang is truly thoughtful and has already considered this. I am so lucky to have your advice. Ah, Chang Yufei gently strokes his mustache and smiles.
Needed this.
You flatter me. But Lin Yun is really the biggest opportunity in your life. If he sees it, he could rise rapidly and maybe even reach a high position in the court someday. In the Great Dynasty, even a fifth rank official, if given a chance to be the emperor, would be more powerful than fourth rank officials say in the Republic. In short, the greatest achievement is saving the emperor is the best strategy to avoid starvation. If you want to get promoted, become wealthy, the fastest way is to be close to
Gotta take a closer look.
no matter how many military achievements you have,
What do we
or how
got?
much you help the court, they are not as important as saving the
Gotcha.
emperor. So,
Militia
even if
tracks.
Guanyu cannot attend court to present his grievance, as long as the emperor knows about it, he still has a chance to rise quickly. As long as he is not foolish, he can understand the serious relationship involved. On the other hand, Ma Ji has returned to the inner court and has already sent someone to the warehouse to fetch 30,000 taels of silver. He plans to use this opportunity to flatter Lin Yun and secretly buy some perfume. The 100 bottles of perfume he bought from Lin Yun sold out in less than a week. It was an unexpectedly popular product. Recently, more people have wanted to buy perfume, but he has no stock left. However, Ma Ji is very clever. He has used his connections to make sure the perfume can reach. The specific sales are handled by his trusted aides. He cannot be involved directly. Although Qi Guangri is still polite to him, if Qi Guangri finds out about his secret dealings with Lin Yun, the consequences would be terrible. At this moment, a quarrel breaks out at the warehouse door. Ma Ji quickly rushes over, confused about who dares to cause trouble in the inner court. Even if they don't respect him, they should at least respect the Lord Prefect, right? This is definitely asking for death. When he
This
arrives,
is it.
he finds it's actually Qi. It turns out Qi he had already placed his men in the inner court. Seeing Ma Ji going to fetch the 30,000 taels of silver,
Okay,
he
let's see.
immediately came to stop him.
What's going
Seeing Ma
on
Ji
here?
arrive,
More
Colby
tracks.
says, Ma Ji, how bold of you, daring to ignore my orders. Although Ma Ji is furious inside, he remains calm. He adjusts his official robe and steps forward, smiling. Young Master Qi, what are you talking about? I am serving Lord Prefect and managing the affairs of the Emperor. I don't know what has made you upset. Qi, he knows Ma Ji is a smooth talker and says in a deep voice, I know you want to take that 30,000 taels of silver and give them away. Do you think I am deaf to your plans? Oh, so it's about this. Ma Ji pretends to be surprised and smiles. Young Master Qi, you've misunderstood. I am taking this silver on the orders of Lord Prefect. Without his command, I wouldn't dare do this, even with 100 lives. What? My father? Xioi frowned and said, I already told my father about this matter. How could he agree? It is absolutely true. I dare not lie about this matter. If the eldest son says differently, he can ask the prefect himself. Ma Ji also avoided offending anyone by shifting all the blame on Xiu Huang. After all, their father and son had not been on good terms for a long time. On the surface, he appeared respectful to Xiu, but in
Yep.
fact, he
Goddamn
didn't take him seriously.
anarchists.
He knew that Xiu was still able to rise high because the prefect was turning a blind eye. If Xiu really offended the prefect's bottom line, he would definitely suffer badly. Even if he was the prefect's son, he wouldn't be safe. Good. I will go see my father now. Manager Mom, please wait a moment. If you dare to send silver to Lin Yun while I am away, don't blame me for turning my back on you. Xiu snorted coldly and turned to leave. Ma Ji quickly nodded and bowed to agree. After seeing Xiu yawn, he looked at his subordinates. These were officials on duty in the Internal Affairs Office, all supposedly under his control. But it was obvious that someone inside the office had leaked information, since Xiu arrived so quickly. All the officials lowered their heads silently. Ma Ji said in a deep voice, although I don't know who informed the eldest son, I am already watching you all. Now, I give you a chance to correct yourselves. Come to my study and
Alright.
confess
What have we
voluntarily.
got?
I will forgive past
There you
mistakes.
are.
If you persist
Tracks
in
lead
hiding
this
the
way.
truth, you should know what will happen. The Internal Affairs Office only serves the prefect. That is a strict rule. Anyone who dares to break it will lose their head. After speaking, Ma Ji turned and left. At this
A
moment,
mine.
a young
Yeah,
man
this
in a
is
gray
it.
cloth shirt shirtless, and asked, "Sir,
Hey,
could you
Captain.
still take
I
the
found
silver?"
him.
"Of course. Take it
It
out."
looks like they're holed
Here.
up in a
Wait for
mine.
the eldest and sons order.
Are
Watch
they
him
holding
out.
hostages? Are they
Everyone
alive?
looked at each other in silence.
I
The
don't
young
know
man
yet,
in the
but if
cloth
they
shirt
are,
immediately
I'll
went to
get
the
to them,
treasury
sir.
and took out 30,000
And if
taels
they
of
have your
silver.
friend,
Everyone
I'll find
who
him.
entered the treasury,
Thank
even
you.
Ma Cheese
Curry
and
out.
Shioyi, had to change into this cloth shirt.
Anarchist symbols.
The silver
Gotta
in the
be the
treasury
place.
was carefully counted, so outsiders entering had to be cautious. If anyone dared to steal secretly, well, what does he do? Had to be cautious. If anyone dared to
Where are
steal
they hiding you?
secretly, wearing this cloth shirt made it
A mine.
impossible to
Another
hide the
goddamn
silver.
mine.
Meanwhile, Kyohi arrived at the
Another
prefect study,
anarchist
faintly
sign.
heard his father talking with Chung, but he couldn't hear the
So you
details
boys
clearly.
thought you'd just set
Since
up
there were
camp
guards
and
at the
pick
door,
off militia
he didn't
supply
dare
runs.
eavesdrop.
Is
He
that
could
it?
only loudly call out, "Father, I have something to ask to see you." Inside the study, the Wangri paused for a moment, but quickly understood and said in a deep voice, "Come in." Kyo then pushed the door open. As soon as he stepped inside, he saw Chang Yufei sitting in a grand chair, tilting his head while drinking tea, looking very relaxed. Chiu hurriedly bowed and said, "Master Chang." Chang Yufei nodded with approval. Then Chiu said,
I don't think I
"Father,
see him.
are you really going to give Lin Yun those
Definitely.
30,000 taels of silver? Do you have an
Hey, why aren't you guys out just like, stacking up little piles of rocks, huh?
Become stronger under his influence. If you give him this money, it will make him even more powerful. Are you trying to raise a feud?
Hey, you want some anarchy? How about
He
this?
had never compared Lin Yun to a fierce tiger before.
Alright,
But in his heart, he also
Alan, you
thought
gotta
Lin
be
Yun
out here
was
somewhere.
children, alternative. The Guangwu smiled coldly, beckoning over with his finger. Chiu didn't know why, but still stepped forward.
Fucking
The Guangwu
anarchists!
raised his
Hate
fist
every goddamn
with a
one of you!
loud slap, turning the sun around 3 times in place, precise and forceful. Chiu, feeling the pain, covered his face and angrily asked, "Father, what do you mean?" This slap was to wake you up. Although Kagwangu didn't like his son secretly causing trouble or building his own power, he was still his biological son, so he could only teach him this way. Chiu hated it, but held back his anger and asked, "I don't understand what you mean, Father." At this moment, Chang Yufeng said, "Young master, these are special times. The Imperial envoy is still our guest in Fuji Prefecture. You should have heard that House City is suffering from a famine. The Imperial envoy needs to find solutions for a
Where are
large
they
amount of
hiding
land.
you?
It's not wise to offend Lin Yun at this critical moment." Chang Yufeng spoke very tactfully, neither offending Xiu nor revealing too much. Xiu nodded and said, "That may be true, but giving Lin Yun 30,000 taels of silver at once is still not enough. If we spoil him, Fuji Prefecture will suffer." Xiu looked angry, pretending to care about the whole Fuji Prefecture. But in reality, both the Guangwu and Chang Yufeng knew it was Qiu Yi's own selfish idea. He didn't want his father to get too close to Lin Yun. The Guangwu sneered coldly and said, "Oh, I didn't expect you to care more about Fuji Prefecture's interests than I did. I see I was mistaken about it." Qiu quickly lowered his head. He had selfish motives, but quit talking nonsense to stop Lin Yun from getting killed.
Locked.
"Father, I am just speaking about the matter. It's not as complicated as you think. Enough. No more words. Go home immediately. From now on, without my permission, you are not allowed to step into Yuchi Mansion, even a single step." Xiu Guangwu was determined. He saw his own younger self in his son. This kid clearly wants to ruin his plans, and is talking so grandly. Xiu was shocked. "Father, you can't treat me like this. Even if I am not your son, I am still the chief of the Fuji soldiers. Also, I am a fifth-rank official in the court. I have the right to know everything and to be involved." Chang Yufeng secretly thought this was bad, knowing trouble was coming. He hurriedly said, "Young master, be careful with your words. Don't talk nonsense." But Xiu couldn't
Goddamn
listen to
big
him.
mine.
Xiu Guangwu walked up to him, looked him over, and said, "Boy, do you know who is in charge of Fuji Mansion? You are indeed a court official and the chief of the soldiers. But so what? You still need your father to give you orders. I may not have the power to dismiss your position, but I do have the authority to seize your military seal. Hand it over." Joey glared and suddenly pulled out a section of his waist sword. Threatened, "Father, don't force me." Sean Yufeng felt this. This Joe, he used to be very cautious and careful. How did he suddenly become so reckless? Xiao Guangli sneered. "You'll dare to draw your sword? What? Do you want to kill this official?" Xiao quickly stepped back, his eyes full of unease. "Father, I hope you respect my opinion and recognize my position. Please don't use your power to pressure me." He was still trying to resist, but Xiao Guangli had enough. He shouted loudly,
That's the last of
"Take
them.
away this brat,
Good
weapons,
riddance."
and military seal, and lock him up in the prison." 2 guards at the gate immediately came in, forced Xiao to the ground, and took away his waist sword and the military seal he carried. The military seal was proof of command over all the soldiers in Wuxi. As the chief, he naturally carried it with him. But without the seal, it was like a
Hey,
tiger
Sarge.
feasting.
You must be Mitch Allen.
"Father, I know I was wrong. Please forgive me."
That was a
Xiao
goner.
finally realized he had made a big
Thank you.
mistake.
Thank you, man.
At this moment,
I thought it was
Sean
over.
Yufeng also pleaded, "Sir,
Not bad.
young
Are you
master,
good to get
also
out of here on
think
your own?
you should mention.
Okay.
Please give him
All
a
right.
chance." Actually,
Oh,
he knew that begging for mercy was useless.
thanks, man.
He could only wait
I owe
until
you
a
my
certain
life.
day in autumn
I'm
when
heading back.
everything would pass.
I'll tell him what
He
you
was also
did.
sure that
I swear
Autumn
to
Light
you.
Day was only locking up his son
Just
to
do him a
avoid
job.
making things worse at this critical time. Whether it was provoking Lin Yin or attracting the suspicion of the Imperial Army.
Piece of shit.
So, on the surface, it looked like Autumn Light Day
Alright,
was
here we go.
he was away to protect his son against the Imperial. After the night, don't beg for mercy.
Fucking bullshit.
Rebellious son. Even if the king of Satan came today, he wouldn't save him. Take him away. After that, 2 guards forcibly led Chili away. Chili cursed loudly. "You old fool. You believe Lin Yun's slander, and you'll regret it deeply." This farce was over. Autumn Light Day looked upset and sat back down in his chair. At this moment,
Perfect.
Sean Yufeng came to the door and ordered a guard. "Go inform Manager Ma that everything should proceed as usual. Don't delay the important matter."
Finally.
"Yes." The guard turned and
Hey,
hurried to
Captain.
the Ministry
I found him.
of Internal Affairs. Sean Yufeng
Looks
also
like they're holed
decided
up
to
in
leave,
a mine.
as he had already guessed Autumn Light Day's
Are they
purpose,
holding
so
hostages?
he wasn't
Are
worried
they
about
alive?
Chili's safety. On the contrary,
I don't know
this
yet, but
incident
if they
made him
are,
see Autumn Light
I'll get
Day's
to 'em,
protective side
sir.
more clearly.
And if
Although
they have
most
your
people
friend,
wouldn't notice,
I'll find
he
him.
could see through it.
Thank
Meanwhile,
you.
Ma Ji
Hurry
was
up.
overjoyed when he learned that Chili had been imprisoned by the magistrate and that the military seal had been confiscated. Finally, this kid was dealt with,
Cairn.
and he could take
Yep.
the good news.
Goddamn anarchists.
Niobei village was operating smoothly. The villagers were farming as usual, and those making black powder continued their work. Following Lin Yun's instructions, some villagers started digging
Okay.
underground cellars. In about a week, they had roughly outlined the shape, with the inside pitch dark and a few torches stuck on the walls on both sides of the cellar. At this moment, Lin Yun entered and looked at the busy workers inside, feeling very pleased. But what surprised him was that more than half of the people digging the cellar were actually part of a private army brought in by Zheng Yuli. Lin Yun frowned and asked, "Why is Commander Zheng also here?" Zheng Yuli smiled slightly. Before he could speak, the old village chief said, "Young Master Lin, here's the situation. Niobei village is short of labor now. We already had a tight schedule with 2 shifts working, and now with the cellar digging, we need more people. I'm worried it will affect the harvest, so I specifically asked Commander Zheng to lead his soldiers to help." Lin Yun nodded and said, "This matter is indeed quite difficult for you people. However, this should not be taken as a precedent. I, Lin Yun, am training a private army to protect Niobei village from outside enemies, not to do chores. If enemies happen to break in now, the damage could be huge." Everyone was seeing Lin Yun get angry for the first time and looked at each other in silence, especially the old village chief, who didn't expect such serious consequences. At this moment, Yuan Xin, who was following behind,
That's the last of
noticed
them.
the villagers
Good
standing
riddance.
behind the old village chief and looked upset. She quickly tried to smooth
There he
things
is.
over, saying, "Sir, the old village chief
Anarchist
is
symbols.
right.
Gotta
He
be
just
the
didn't
place.
think it through. Please don't blame him. Our ultimate goal is to make the Yo Bay village better. The old village chief vowed and said,
Hey,
"Young master,
Sarge. You must be Mitch
Madam,
Allen.
you don't need to explain. I was careless." Lin Yu
That was a
sighed
goner.
and softened his touch.
Thank you.
Old village
Thank you,
chief,
man.
you are the most experienced
I thought it was
person in
over.
Yo Bay village. Although I am the
I'll
Lord,
bet. Are you
I truly
good to
respect
get out of
you
here
from
on
the
your
bottom
own?
of my heart. I
Okay.
didn't mean to blame
Aye.
you just now. I just
Oh.
want everyone to do their own jobs. So,
Thanks, man.
the current Yo Bay village
I owe you
is
my
about to
life.
become a target.
I'm heading
Once
back.
the Imperial
I'll
inspectors
tell him
arrive,
what you did.
it will be known
I
by
swear to you.
nearby villages or even farther
Just
cities.
doing my job.
Some reckless people might come to attack us. So, we must stay alert and not relax our guard. Everyone finally understood. As the decision maker, Lin Yun's perspective is
Hey, where'd you go?
Jungle is said,
Hey.
I have already arranged a small patrol unit. If it's late, we will sign the law.
This way.
Lin Yun nodded first, and said seriously, the old village chief is an elder. He doesn't understand the situation. Military standards. Before the don't you know it's urgent? Don't be related to the old village. Surprised that Lin Yun didn't really The old village chief watched this and felt very guilty. It was his idea to invite Zhang You. He suspected it caused Zhang You to rage. He said, "Young master, you shouldn't punish Captain Zhang. If anyone should be punished, it should be you." Lin Yun smiled and said, "Old village chief, don't take it to heart. Managing soldiers and treating villagers are two different things. As the lord of nearby village, I must strictly control the private eye. Only with strict discipline can the villagers live and work peacefully. If even basic personal safety cannot be guaranteed, the villagers won't be at home." This statement reflects fairness and justice. The law is encouraged to protect others or communities or the old village chief only villagers around also understood the difficulties and looked at the with respect. It is a blessing for the village of nearby to have such a responsible. Later, Lin Yun checked the preliminary construction of the cellar on the grave. This cellar is built quite well. It should fit an extra 100. He then looked at the villagers who were all watching him. I know everyone thinks it is wrong, but I hope you all understand that personal feelings and official duties are separate. If we don't distinguish between public and private matters, we probably will. Of course, we still have to. If it gets too busy, we can do it. Problems. Of course, we still have to. If it gets too busy, we can build the cellars later. At this moment, a villager said, "Young Master Lin, you don't need to explain to us. We all agree with you, and we know everything you do is to make the Yobai village better." Lin Yun nodded with satisfaction and laughed. Walking out of the dark cellar, Yi Wanxing frowned and said, "Young Master, why were you so strict today? Even if you're right, you should show mercy
Down you go.
sometimes. That way, you can win people's hearts. If everyone starts to distance themselves from you, it would be very bad for our future." Lin Yun smiled and said, "I always believe in growing kindness and humility. Rewards and punishments should be clear. Last time, I rewarded Zheng Yu, so this time I can punish him. I want him to understand that even if he controls the military power, there are rules he must not break. And these rules are set by me alone."
Yeah, not bad.
Yi Wanxing looked at Lin Yun with complex feelings and finally sighed. "Young master, your way of thinking is truly different from ours. But you're right. He now has a lot of soldiers. His subordinates are quick to get into things. If he acts recklessly and disrupts the order, it can cause safety issues, yes. Although we trust the people we use, we also need to make him understand what he can do and what he can't. Yi Wanxing felt deeply inside, surprised at how skilled Lin Yun was at management. She had served as an official in the court, even as a third-rank official, and had seen how cunning the ministers around the emperor could be. Reaching that position, She could be considered part of